Hi there. Very good morning and a good afternoon to you wherever you are. So I am live as promised around 11:30, and so hopefully I'm going to answer your queries and also discuss about a few stocks and the markets. Thanks a lot for all the accolades on Patreon and all the support that you have brought in recently. Thanks a lot for being a subscriber here on YouTube. Uh, Hope to build more subscriber base going forward. Hi Vignesh. So let other people join in, more people join in, and then I'm going to discuss about the stock that you have been craving for and that I discussed some 1 year back when it was trading at 65, 70 rupees. And I told about a target of 400 and nobody believed it. I told about it time and again that the stock is a material for 400, 450. Today, the stock, I mean, tomorrow, the stock will open at 428, uh, probably on a big circuit. So I'm going to talk about Kilpest. I'm going to talk about one more stock apart from that. That would be IOL Chemicals. So Kilpest and IOL Chemicals will be under my radar. I'm going to talk in a nutshell about Reliance. So I hope I talk about these three companies. I forget a lot of things. I don't have a script here, so that's how I begin. Just I begin as if I'm talking to you as a friend in front of me. So three stocks, probably Kilpest, IOL, and Reliance. Second thing would be not about the markets as much as answering your queries, and that would be just about it. I hope you're having a good weekend and enjoying. If those who have bought into Kilpest and holding it would be enjoying a lot. Uh, I'm enjoying too. I sold at 400, 370, around about 370, 360. Made good sum and would like to get in, but there is a catch there. So I'll talk about Kilpest and the valuations part as far as the stock price is concerned, and then you can take your own judgment as to whether to get in more into Kilpest, buy more, or how long to hold, etc. Uh, so yeah, I'm just waiting for other people to join in. Before that, so I'll just talk about the markets first, and I'll talk about IOL chemicals, and then come to Kilpest. Uh, about the markets, SGX Nifty says that the market could be opening around 11,000, 11,050. 11,000 is a crucial mark. So if it goes below 10,980, this market, then we could be headed towards something like 10,800 in the shorter term. I would not be surprised if the market goes down from next week, from August, I mean, 2nd, 3rd August. I won't be surprised if the market falls 5 to 6% from here at least and go to 10,400 to 500. Not now, maybe later on. And that is why I'm skeptical about buying big on small stocks. I mean, on small cap or mid cap stocks. Yes, buying big on Reliance could be good. Buying big on other stocks which are of greater market cap of than 1 lakh, say 1,50,000 or so. But on mid and small cap stocks, there could be some selling that could be visible in August. So try to be careful. As far as markets are concerned, anything below 11,350, the market is precariously placed. Uh, it looks like 10,500, 10,450 is possible on the cards, and that would be a shallow correction. That I won't say would be a huge correction. There could be correction in Reliance. There could be no correction in Reliance, and still the market would fall with correction in the banking sector. But I see some sort of a trepidation and correction in the market in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and the weak hands would go away, and probably from 10,400 onwards, we'll have a clean rally towards new highs by February, March. That is my assessment. That is what I believe would be happening uh, if we go forward. So try to be not being too cute and getting into stocks very early. See the markets. If it goes past 11,250, 300, well and good. Otherwise, we could see 10,500 on the bosses. All right. So out of the three stocks, let's take Reliance first rather than IOL. So Reliance Industries at 2066 had correction and which I suppose was surprising for me because of the kind of results that they posted. Because you need to understand that the company is more now consumer electronics oriented. So if Reliance is priced with respect to petrochem business, then probably it is reverse of value trap, and people are not understanding that what Reliance is going to do with respect to their consumer technology business, with respect to their retail business. In that respect, I believe any decline towards 2000, 2000, 2020, 2010, anything 1980, closer to that, one should buy Reliance in bulk. And I'm sticking my neck out and saying that Reliance would be closer to 3500 in 2 years' time easily. Not very difficult to go there. 60 to 70% return in the next 2 years could be possible, but again, this is only my, you can say, understanding, and don't take it as a recommendation and you just go ahead and do it. Do your own analysis, but I feel that the numbers will only improve from here. Because of the lockdown, they had a lot of issues with respect to gaining more geo customers, with respect to their retail business, most importantly. So their retail business will show more traction from December quarter onwards. Maybe it will come back a little bit in September, but December quarter onwards, the retail business would end up being very big. So in my view, yes, the stock may fall to 1800, 1850. That is the worst case scenario, but it is the largest stock in this Indian stock market. So it is not a small cap stock that can go down on circuits, or you need to fear anything. And that is why I would be willing to buy at 2000, 2020 or so. Any 2 to 3% decline from here. In any case, the 20 DMA is around 1950. The 50 DMA will be around 1800. At worst, it could go to 1800. Keep some money and probably buy at 1850, 1880. If you are lucky, you get the chance to get it. Otherwise, I think tomorrow the market is going to open lower. Reliance is going to go closer to 2000, 2020, and there'll be massive buying in the stock. That is my understanding. And maybe the markets will recover for a bit and then fall again on the back of falling, you can say, bank nifty. But Reliance will keep on marching ahead, and probably by 3:30 p.m. on Monday, Reliance could be closer to 2100. uh, Second thing is, the second stock I wanted to talk to you about is IOL Chemicals. They had come out with results. Their sales were very tepid. I was just looking at their results. I was thinking of buying. Then something struck me that it is already at 800 or so and may open at 800, 830, which is a strong resistance. The results are not outstanding as we have seen with Kilpest or any other stocks which are doubling, tripling their profits. So, in my opinion, at around 900 to 1000, there is a cap. So, if you want to play it for 20, 30%, 25% upside, with a risk of 20% downside, you can do that, but I won't do that. I think if the market remains subdued, which I feel it would happen in the next 2 3 weeks, I think IOL Chemicals could come down to 650, 670. There could be a lot of buying at the start of the day because of the profit numbers. The profit is good, but again, you have to remember that the profits are good because of lower taxes and greater operational efficiency, but the sales have dropped. So there could be anything, but in the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, the stock would be up. That's my opinion. So the stock could open at 800, 810, and we could see selling. So be very careful in that. Uh, I feel that a lot of people are very positive looking at the results and all, but the stock has moved. So in IOL Chemicals, I'll be a little careful and wait for declines, if even if I have to get into the stock. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about Kilpest. And first of all, congratulations to all of you who have bought into it. I mean, at 100, with the kind of results that they have posted. Now at 428. Now, my question is whether you will buy at 428 or not. What do you think could be the target going forward? You can pause the video and just write it down. I'll give you a minute, 30 seconds to write down your targets. Say by March 2021, where do you see Kilpes to be at? Uh, and then I'll tell what needs to be done, what I feel is going to happen in the stock. But in March 21, by March 21, what do you think could be the target of Kilpest? That is my question. Let's see what could be the answers in here. Uh, and depending on the results and everything else, what is the envision target of yours with respect to the test they will sell, etc., and so on and so forth, the EPS that they would come out with? So I'm getting numbers out here. We have 1500, we have 750 to 800, we have 1000 from Vignesh, 800, 900, 750, 800. uh, Atul says he will buy. Well, I hope, Atul, you get a chance to buy on Monday. I'll talk about that also. I think probably for 2 3 days you'll not get a chance. So the range that I see here, and I hope those who will watch the video later on do also write down that targets I'll keenly watch, is between 800 to 1800 is what I'm looking at. Uh, right now the stock is at 400. So my question is simple here. Suppose you don't get to buy it by Thursday. So the stock would be around 500 or so. So 400 will become 428 tomorrow, 445 on Tuesday, something like 470 on Wednesday, and 490 odd on Thursday. Suppose the stock is at 490. Will you buy? That is my next question. So suppose we don't get a chance, the stock is on circuits, and the stock opens on Thursday at 490 and the circuit opens at 490, 495. At 495, will you people who all here who have written the targets, Madhu, Bharat, etc., whoever, Pratesh, and everyone else, uh, will you be willing to buy at around 500 rupees? All right. But if you see that the target would be around 800, 900, would 500 would suffice with that kind of a risk that the stock may to say 400, or there will be some lower circuits? So basically the thing is, okay, buy till 600 is from Manoj. Okay. Okay, so the thing here is, and I hope you keep on writing as to what could be the situation. Now, there are two aspects to it. Yes, this quarter, the September quarter, could be the best for Kilpest, which is coming up. December could be slightly less, but even good compared to what April did or March did. And March could be, or March 21 could be tepid. Probably testing will go down. Probably this virus will go away. Probably this virus will not go away. Probably testing will not happen in that manner. Probably a vaccine would come out, and so many other things, permutation combinations are there. Now the stock has come out with, or the company has come out with 27 crores of profit on 50 crores of sales, 36 rupees EPS. So yes, there will be circuits. Now the question is, if we get a chance to buy at 500, suppose we don't get a chance in the next 2 3 days, we try for it and we don't get a chance. At 500, the stock would be trading at something like 11 12 times current earnings. If I take this 36 rupees EPS, I think the most it can go to is 750 to 800, and that is what most of the people have said in this run. In this run, so if you get it at 500, say 500, 550, my point is at 800 there'll be massive selling. So the thing is, yes, you get it at 495 and you are sitting pretty, and there are circuits on the stock. It goes to 550, 610, 750, 810 in a week. At 800 with 12 times earnings, showing 12 13 times, and that's what it trades at, although it should trade at 25 30 times earnings. There could be massive selling. There are two reasons for that. First of all, it would have doubled from the pre result level. Second thing is, it would be at 800, the circuits would have been from 200. So if you look back from 200 rupees, there have been continuous circuit apart from 1 or 2 days where the stock has gone down and closed down. So I'm talking of the closing price as a circuit. So it repetites between it. So my point in the nutshell with Kilpest is, yes, the results are fabulous. Yes, the results could be very good in September. We don't know how the sales would be in August and September. But the stock looks like topping out similar to IOL Chemicals, and that's why I talked about it at around 800 or so. If you get a chance to buy it around 500, yes, but exit around 700, 750, half of your position at least, and then wait for results and let's see how it goes. Second strategy could be to let the stock run, wait for the decline, whether it comes from 800, 900, 700, and then buy incrementally on lower circuits. So suppose from 800 it makes five lower circuits, and you buy 10% of it, you would have bought 50% of your holding. uh, you would buy 50% of your holding, buy 600 or 550. From 800 it goes down. So that would be a prudent strategy. And why I say that is that eventually the stock may scale 1500 to 2000 uh, in a year's time, because they will have exports open, they will have other cancer, you can say, testing, and so many other things are going on with the US FDA thing and all. Yes, it could go to 1500 to 1800 in a year's time, but between that there could be massive selling, there could be extreme volatility in the stock. It is because it is still a very small cap stock. So if you are looking to make clean profits going forward, then you have it between 500 to 800 or 428, let's say 428 to 800. Yes, it could double from the current price. Current price at 407. That's the most it could do straight. Then there will be four lower circuits, one upper circuit, two lower circuits, then a complete upper circuits to maybe high levels. So there could be a lot of uncertainty. So take your own call. If I were you, I would wait for decline. I would wait for circuits to open rather than buying, say, at 600. Suppose I get it at 520, 550. And then what if the stock reverses from 600, 650, and not 800? 800 is my assessment that it should go to. Anything can happen. The market could reverse, etc. So it's just a polite warning from my behalf. Although you can take your own decision, the stock could just go on circuits to 3000. There's no denying that. And it has been a very, very ardent stock of mine. I've been talking about it from 60, 70 levels. I had bought it at 70, 80 levels, to tell you frankly, and sold at good profits at around 300, 320. But my point is, the results are fabulous, but if you don't get the stock below 500, uh, then there is a chance that you will buy it at the top and the stock will have lower circuits, and then there'll be a lot of queries coming into me, that what needs to be done, what could be the target, what could be the result, etc. So if, for not having that result pain or that tension during results, as to it has to be good, otherwise the stock will not cross 800, 700, then then it would be extremely difficult for you if the results go up and down. So if you get it below 500 in the next 3 4 days, it's good. The stock could give you easily 60 70% in quick time, and maybe 2x in a year and a half. But if you don't, then be very cautious, buying at 600 700. All right. Thanks a lot, Madhav, for your super chat contribution. Cipla long-term target, UPL long-term target, ICICI Bank, could I hold or exit? Exit ICICI Bank. I have always been, you can say, I've always been negative to banks, so I would say exit at any price you exit. UPL, good stock, but probably from October, November onwards, we could see a decline in the stock, because the you can say the season of the, you can, farm season or the rural season would go away. There could be some trepidation. Long-term target is above 800 for sure. I mean, 2 3 years, 4 years down the line, the stock could even touch 1000 rupees on UPL. But it is a very volatile stock, and there's a lot of issues with the stock. It's not that clean that the numbers would come in. Cipla is good on decline. So Cipla has run up a lot. Any 20 25% decline, whenever it happens in the pharma sector, for whatever reason, get ahead and buy into stocks like Cipla, Biocon, Dr. Reddy's, Divi's, all these kind of stocks, IPCA, etc. So thank you for your contribution. Uh, All right, so I was talking of Kilpest. So Kilpest, if you get it below 500, very good, hold it. Probably 800 to 1000 could be the target. If you don't get it, wait for declines to buy into it. There would be massive buying tomorrow. I doubt if we will get it. If any one of you get it tomorrow, then do let me know with a message on the same video. All right, the third stock I wanted to talk to you about is for sure Reliance. So I talked about Reliance. So just to get things forward with it. See, the biggest support with it is between 1850 to 1900, and I feel for some reason that's my gut feeling that around 2000 there'll be larger players getting into the stock because eventually the numbers of Geo would improve going forward in September and December. I believe that the EPS for FY21, it is extremely hard to assess, that would be closer to somewhere around 75 or so. And even if you take 40 times from that, it would be around 3000 the stock. I would not be surprised if next July the stock is at 3000. So a 50% upside could still be possible in Reliance going forward because of the kind of uh, increase in subscribers they are showing with the base that they are having. So they added something like 9.9 million subscribers in this quarter on a huge base. It is not like an Airtel or an Idea base, and the numbers of Geo is getting even better. So so that is my opinion. So probably 2000 is a very good level to get into. Reliance IOL Chemicals is for me an avoid for the time being. Any declines, then I'll look at the stock. And Kilpest, if you get it below 500, yes, it's a very good buy. Long term target is 1500, short term target is 800 to 900 on the stock. And that's why if you get it at 500, 450, 460, probably you ride it till 750, have a good 80-90% in it and exit. It is not a multi-bagger from here. I do not think that it could go to 4000, 4500 that many of the people are talking about for Kilpest. Yes, 1500 to 2000 is the stretchable possibility in the stock if the results are stupendous going forward. But to me, a safer target would be closer to 900 or so. And that is why buying above 600 is extremely risky because there could be reversal from 600, 700, or any day, and not from 900, which I've just said. All right, so I'm ready to answer your queries. You can shoot your questions, and probably I'll answer that for the next 10, 12 minutes. And then we'll call it a day for this Sunday. Yes. So Dixon Technology, buy immediately if you want to. I think above 8,000, go ahead and buy Dixon. It is breaking out after a little bit of correction. Technically speaking, above 8,000, you can buy. It will be new high. You could see 10,000 levels. I think there are a lot of tailwinds with Dixon that could help it go to even 5 digit. Frontier Springs at around 260 is interesting, but Frontier Springs and IRCTC, my opinion is if you hold for 3 years, IRCTC could be closer to 3000, Frontier Springs could be closer to 700. But this 3 year time frame would be interesting because the stock will fall a lot, will gain a lot, and then fall a lot. And that is what I'm saying with Kilpes. So if you have that gumption, if you can just buy and leave it like that, that could give you a lot of traction. Otherwise, wait for the railway sector to open up. I'm ready to buy Frontier at 350 rather than 260 when everything opens up. Having Indocan 1237 at 114, absolutely exit. Thanks a lot for your contribution. Anything with respect to textile, and you would have seen that I make now lesser or virtually no videos on textile stocks. And the reason is the sector is totally in doldrums. The lockdown has to open up. It has to completely go away, this virus, and only then the textile industry will do well. The simple reason is in the textile mills and industry, and I've talked about it earlier also, there are a lot of people working in a very small space, and that has to be the work. That is how the operational thing kick in. And due to that, a lot of mills are shut down. So these textile companies would not perform well. Exit if you are in profit, exit if you are in losses, and get into pure consumption plays. Our results are good in Sequent. Again, similar to IOL, I would say in Sequent Scientific, a move could come in, but wait for market decline. See, apart from Kilpest, see, Kilpest is in a bull market of its own. So that's why I said you buy at 500, go to 800, 900, you exit. In case of in case of sorry, Sequent and other stocks like IOL, etc., they have run up a lot, and the numbers are good. They are not outrageously good like we had in our stock, but in both of these stocks, the numbers are decent. Wait for correction and just get into these stocks. A Glenmark I would avoid. It has never been, you can say, a leader in this space. So you need to understand that. So in my opinion, Glenmark is a complete avoid. Probably what you can do is look at other pharma companies on major decline. Whenever the market falls, what I'm talking about, of 400-500 point, look at these pharma stocks that I've talked about and get into it. HDFC AMC is interestingly poised at 2400, but I like HDFC Life more. So if you have not bought into it, get into HDFC Life. If you're making profits, get into HDFC Life. Uh, HDFC AMC on a 4 5 year basis is a very good stock at 2400, but over a 1 1.5 year basis might be not. Thanks a lot for your contribution, we know the super chat contribution. Copran is a complete avoid Copran. Granules has run up a lot again. Any declines toward 200, 190 would be a buying opportunity in Granules. So big decline has to happen there. All right. Amco pesticides, I have to look. I don't know. Tanla at current levels is expensive. See, Tanla has doubled with a 64 crore loss on the bottom line. Yes, operationally it is a very good company, and I have a target of 300 to 350. I made a video, a detailed video on Tanla Solutions with respect to targets, etc. But it has run up a lot, and I see a decline towards 85, 90 on Tanla, which could happen in a month and a half time. So wait for that decline to get in. New margin rules will not kick in till September. I have an opinion that it may not kick in at all going forward. It may be delayed even further. There would be a lot of changes. So let the changes happen. Let that those things come in, and only then we will talk about it. Tata Consumer expensive for me. It has remained expensive, and I have been avoiding it. It has been moving up. So take your own call with that. Bata is extremely in a value zone between 1200 to 1300. Keep accumulating. Target 1900 in 2 years. Relaxo avoid. Network 18 is a good stock. I won't say it is a bad stock. It is just that there are other very good stocks in the market that one can look at. But Network 18 is not bad at all. You can get into it. IGL avoid, Relaxo avoid. Sun Pharma is doing well. Technically is doing well, but there are other pharma companies which would end up doing well. I think Sun Pharma may head towards 800. So that is just purely on the technical basis. Do your own analysis. Sun Pharma looks good on charts. Divi's Lab is good. Declines, get into it. About at 15,000 is good, but then again, the stock has already run up a lot. It might be a situation where the stock will just do its bit, just consolidate, but at 15,000 looks good. Okay, Prashant, thanks a lot for your contribution. Thanks a lot. Raman, thanks a lot for your contribution. SBI cards, probably 700, 720. HDFC Life, closer to 580 would be good levels to get into. Prashant, the moment my portfolio reaches 15 lakh, I would like to realign my stocks and I would like to take your assistance when is the time comes. You can send me an email, Prashant. Let's see how it goes. Send me an email on my email address and we can discuss that. So anybody who would like to discuss personally about stocks, I can say that personally about different stocks and all. I can do that depending on what sort of things you would like me to talk to you about. Kindly email me directly. Okay. Poshak, I have to look at the stock, so I cannot say immediately. Let me just go through the stock and I'll reply to you. So thanks a lot for your contribution. Good morning. I know you not encourage option trading. I have bought 5 lots of SBI 196, and can I hold or see? To tell you frankly, I'm sorry, but I don't understand options and futures at all. What I can say is I can tell you in a different way. At 196, SBI is breaking out, but this could be a false breakout and the stock could go down to 180. Now, I don't know how you will interpret this with respect to your option trading. There could be a chance that when the reversal in the market comes in by end of August or in this August series, the stock would be at 175, 180. That's all I can say. Uh, that's the biggest downside that I see in the stock. Upside, I don't know, 205, 210 from here, but I see more downside in the stock. Okay, and I really don't understand options, futures, and all these sorts of trading, shorting, even shorting the stocks. Okay, so my email address and my Patreon contact is written here. So this is my email address and my Patreon link, and you can join my Patreon link. I have a lot of videos. Uh, Apart from videos, I talk about a lot of stocks. I give podcast, my viewpoint, and everything I talk about on YouTube that goes on Patreon beforehand, probably a week to 10 days beforehand, whichever stocks I want to talk to you about, that comes up in the picture on Patreon a lot of times, not all, but a lot of times on Patreon beforehand. This is my Patreon link. Join it. Just $10 a month, just 750 rupees a month, or 800 rupees a month, and you get a lot of stuff. Kindly have a look at that. All right. uh, TVS Motors, well, the auto sales are out. I like Maruti more than TVS Motors, so you have to take that into consideration. Okay, Sri Vignesh, Kilpes top line made justice to the current PE multiple, and so the valuation they announced 60 crore sales already in July. Okay, so yes, agreed. And that is why I'm saying the stock could go to 800, 900. So 1000 even at most. But the point here is whether you will buy it at 600 and then hope for 1000 and then exit. What if the stock reverses more and people start booking profits? And although the valuation do say that the stock could go to 1500, 1800. So I hope you understand my point. The point is the valuation suggests that the stock could go to 1500, 2000, but it may not go there, and there could be a lot of selling in between because people are making a lot of profits into it, so there could be selling coming in. So what will you do then? That suppose you bought at 600, selling starts from 700. Okay, Prashant, thanks a lot. I have just got into Nestle, Britannia, HUL, Tasty Bite, SBI Life, Info, Honeywell, Escorts. See, I cannot answer that in this manner. Kindly email me and we'll talk about it. Thank you for your contribution. uh, विशाल क्यूपिड के बारे में ओके. अब क्यूपिड अच्छा शेयर है, लेकिन मैनेजमेंट का इशू है उसमें. मैंने जितना देखा है क्यूपिड को काफ़ी फॉलो किया है पिछले 4-5 साल में. अब बहुत अच्छा शेयर है, लेकिन मैं लूंगा नहीं क्योंकि काफ़ी मैनेजमेंट इश्यूज हो चुके हैं. काफ़ी अजीब नंबर्स आते हैं, कभी बहुत अच्छे नंबर्स आते हैं, कभी नंबर्स उतने अच्छे नहीं होते, जबकि बिजनेस बहुत अच्छा है. तो ये बात आपको समझनी होगी. Aisha Motors at 17,000 to 18,000 is a very good long term bet. I have talked about Aisha Motors at 13,000, at 15,000. I have said that the target is closer to 45, 48,000 going forward, say in 3 to 5 years' time. Uh, but now it has run up. Probably on the short term basis, there could be some decline, and then you just jump on the stock. Aurobindo Pharma is good. Aurobindo Pharma is a very good stock. It is breaking out. You can buy some at these levels and some on some sort of a decline. I think the stock is going towards 1200. Oh, that's my opinion. Thank you for all the super chat contributions. Okay. Apollo tires view for long term, avoid, complete avoid. All right. Dr. Reddy's and Glenmark Pharma, both good. Not quite. I would say Dr. Reddy's and Divi's are good. I would avoid Glenmark at these levels. Kaya complete avoid. See us. My simple funda now is with respect to stock market is whichever stock that is not making profits, I'm not going to get into it. As simple as that. Even though how good it looks or in terms of everything. So, in my opinion, it is an avoid Kaya. All right. Avoid Apex and Goldline. Granules, I've already explained. Aarti drugs, no opinion at the moment. I'll wait for a couple of results and only then tell you. All right, thanks. Thank you for being online. Thanks for all your contribution. Visit my Patreon website. Kindly support and like, share my videos, and hopefully, I'm going to bring in more stocks for you, which you can buy for long term and make good profits. Happy investing. Take care, all of you.